Welcome back to Multiversal Studios. Now, this video idea was inspired by my obsession with changing small things in animes and to see how that would affect the overall story. I mean, I guess that's why I call my channel Multiversal Studios. So together we can explore what would happen in another parallel universe. And guys, I love reading the comments, as many of you guys have your own ideas when it comes to my videos, and I read each one of them. Now, in this video we will be looking at what would happen if Yugi was chosen by another Millennium item. Which Millennium item, you ask? That's a tough one, since there are a lot of factors that can affect my decision. And after thinking about it long and hard, I think I'm going to go with the Millennium Necklace. Now, if Yugi was given the Millennium Necklace as a gift from his grandfather, it would save him at least 8 years of his life tinkering around with the Millennium Puzzle pieces, which is probably the only positive that comes from the situation. Oh yeah, and Yugi will also be able to see into the future.
There is a prophecy, Kaiba, a prophecy that speaks of our world being destroyed, and unless I defeat you, that prophecy will come true.
The most reliable ability. So already from the get-go, Yugi has a lot more free time where he can go and hang out with his friends, right? Because he no longer has the wish from the Millennium Puzzle, Yugi no longer had any friends. So goodbye Joey, Tristan, and Taya. And goodbye all the friendship speeches.
That's why friendship is the best thing ever!
Yes, friendship is great. Must go get friends.
So what we're left with is a weird kid wearing a gold necklace in the back of the classroom. Now, does Yugi get bullied even more for wearing a necklace? Yes, he does. Joey would eventually end up throwing the necklace into the river, trying to make Yugi more of a man. Either way, Yugi has a raw deal from the get-go. Yugi, being the naive, oblivious child that he was, wouldn't fully understand the power around his neck, and his abilities to see the future would probably end up happening involuntarily, or in his dreams. Yugi would end up seeing things which were about to happen, which he doesn't truly believe, but weirdly end up coming true.
I see dead people.
So what is Yugi left with? He's left admiring girls from afar, never having the confidence to go and speak to them. Yugi is also left sat alone at break times, fiddling with his toys. And last but not least, he also has his perverted grandpa. A grandpa which possesses the mighty Blue Eyes White Dragon, a card which is sought after by none other than Seto Kaiba. Kaiba would eventually hunt him down and kidnap his grandpa and steal the Blue Eyes White Dragon. And you guys know what happens next.
Grandpa! Grandpa! Are you okay?
Yugi, I failed. I wanted to teach that boy Kaiba a lesson about the heart of the cards, but I lost.
Grandpa!
But see, this is where things get hairy. Grandpa would give Yugi his deck and tell Yugi to teach him a lesson. A lesson in the heart of the cards. But would Yugi do it though? I mean, he did in the anime, he had some guts, but he was also surrounded by his friends and his confidence was building. The Yugi we're talking about now would be a broken down introvert without any scraps of confidence. But let's say for argument's sake, he did accept the challenge. Would he win though? Again, I don't think so. Not because Yugi's a terrible duelist. Actually, far from it. He was taught by his grandpa, and he had a lot of skills. But a crucial part of the duel between Seto and Yugi was, unfortunately, friendship. I mean, yes, Yugi can see the future, however, he doesn't fully have it under control, seeing the item as more of an antique given to him by his grandpa. A good luck charm. And the visions Yugi does see wouldn't make much difference. As we know, Seto ends in a board of 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons, and Yugi would probably foresee this. However, nothing in Yugi's deck could defeat those 3 cards, apart from, obviously, Exodia. And as we know, seeing the future in a duel is irrelevant unless you can do something about it. See, the last time Atem and Yugi used their friendship and their belief in the heart of the cards to will the last piece of Exodia to the top of the deck. Something Yugi alone would struggle to do.
Huh? Our friendship symbol!
Yugi, we're right here with you.
Yugi, you've got to believe in yourself.
You could do it. Just kick Kaiba's butt.
They're right. I've got to believe in the cards like my friends believe in me.
Meaning it would be Yugi who is obliterated. I know it's sad, but it's the truth. Kaiba has gone against the necklace before and defied all odds, and that was against a fully trained user of the item, Ishizu. And yes, I know it was with the help of the Millennium Rod, but there's no way Seto was losing this duel against Yugi. No chance. So the story of Yugi would be a tragic one, with his grandpa in the hospital suffering injuries from Kaiba, and Yugi losing his first duel, unable to avenge his grandpa. I mean, this isn't all bad. It does mean that Kaiba never loses, and Yugi's name will not be known by anyone, as he was just another defeated duelist. So Pegasus would never get wind of Yugi and his Millennium item. Wait, did I say this loss wasn't all bad? Actually, I take that back. Seto winning would just increase his ego even further, and he wouldn't experience the mind crush, leading Seto to become a bigger maniac than he already was. Now this leads to Pegasus' tournament, Duelist Kingdom, which no longer happened. I believe Pegasus set up Duelist Kingdom in order to face Yugi in a duel and claim his Millennium Puzzle. But shockingly, Pegasus would already have the Millennium Puzzle in his possession. Well, Grandpa originally found the Millennium Box in the tomb of the nameless pharaoh, Atem. However, if that was no longer the case, the next person to enter this area of the world would have been Pegasus on his expedition in Egypt. This is when Pegasus stumbled across the Egyptian god cards, also finding the Millennium Box. However, putting the Millennium Puzzle together was a different story, and something Pegasus never achieved. Okay, so if Duelist Kingdom never happens, I believe that Battle City will be where the shit goes down. You see, I think instead of Ishizu going to Kaiba, the evil psychopath, and asking him to set up a tournament, she would go see Pegasus, as Pegasus and Ishizu were already friends from the past. Ishizu would tell Pegasus about Marek and the Millennium Rod, which would interest Pegasus as he was searching for the other items, convincing him to start a tournament. Marek would naturally come for the Millennium Puzzle pieces Pegasus had, as well as the last Egyptian god card stolen by Ishizu, Obelisk the Tormentor. A card she only gave away to Seto last time, as this was the only way Kaiba would start a tournament. But all Pegasus needed to start a tournament was a guarantee that all the Millennium items was going to be at the tournament. And instead of this tournament being called Battle City, it would actually officially be known as the official Duelist Kingdom. However, all manner of duelists would be attending, including Marek and his rare hunters, making an all-out battle of gods and Millennium items on Pegasus' island. Now the question would be, where does Yugi's Millennium Necklace fit into this story? I mean, why would Yugi be a part of such a big event? I mean, by the time the official Duelist Kingdom tournament was announced, Yugi had pretty much mastered his abilities to see the future. And in the future, Yugi saw Grandpa's shop go out of business due to a competitor game shop opening up. This shop was called Black Clown, and the owner was a guy called Duke Devlin, the creator of the Dundon Dice Monsters. In the future, Yugi saw Duke receive an email from Pegasus, where Pegasus and Duke would team up, leading to Grandpa's downfall. The only solution Yugi could think of to compete with such a trendy new business was to upgrade the small shop, giving it a well-needed upgrade, which would take a substantial amount of money, which is something the winner of Duelist Kingdom would receive, amongst other things. So Yugi would take on the challenge and enter the tournament. However, not being an established duelist already, he would struggle to gain entry, but luckily, him having the Millennium Necklace around his neck was spotted by one of Pegasus' employees, which reported back to Pegasus, giving Yugi access. So what do you guys think? Do you think Yugi having the Millennium Necklace would have been an interesting story? I think personally having a tournament combining the themes of Battle City and Duelist Kingdom would be epic. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and also don't forget to like and subscribe. We're close to 1,600 subscribers, so let's get there.